Welcome to the Manja Kitchen. Today we're going to Vietnam. My husband actually served in Vietnam when he was in the, Navy during the Vietnam occupation. And I don't even don't get me started on the politics because I'll just go off the deep end here. Let's stick to the food. So today, these are called fresh rolls. Now, I have to admit, I can make just about anything. I can make anything from haute cuisine down to dog food. I mean, I can make anything. This one, I did not know how to do. I looked at some YouTubes because I love these. When I go to Thai restaurants or Vietnamese restaurants, I always order these because they're so refreshing. They're fresh. They taste great. There's literally no calories. There's got crunch and they're sweet and they've got all these different things going on that I love. And it's like a salad. It's play food. And when I was a kid, I used to make mud pies, and I actually ate them. I actually decorated the mud pies, and Annie, if you're watching, my girlfriend from when I was a kid, we decorated them with worms. We actually ate the worms as well. I know that sounds disgusting, but when you're 5 years old, what do you know from a worm, right? They just look great. So these are rice paper wrappers. This is a gluten-free recipe, Mary Jo, because you asked for one. This is gluten-free because this whole recipe is nothing but vegetable and rice paper. This is rice, and you can have this. We're going to do a whole show on these rice paper wrappers because I've got other different recipes that I want to share with you that using these in all kinds of different ways. So what I did is I went to the local Asian market, and I bought this. These are the square ones, and obviously these are round. They're made from tapioca, which is really interesting. And tapioca is a natural ingredient. It's not manufactured, but it's a natural occurring ingredient. So these are simple to make. They tell you how to make them on the back. So I followed the directions. Well, like I said, probably not the best. I'd never get adopted by a Vietnamese family unless they were starving to death, and then they'd invite me in to eat, and they'd probably have hamburgers because they couldn't eat this. But I made these anyway, and these are the Three Ladies brand, and both of them are, and they're hardly any calories because the way they make these is just rice and water. So what I did is I made these spring rolls, and I used rice noodles as well. This is vermicelli. You can actually use, you don't even have to cook it. You put it in hot water, it reconstitutes. And the other ingredients that I used was, if you can see this, there's fresh shrimp in here, deveined and actually filleted. I used a spring mix lettuce bag of greens. You can buy them anywhere, Trader Joe's, anywhere. And you also in here, cucumbers. Let's see, what else did I use in here? Some carrot. You see the carrot is in here as well. Cabbage. And here's the piece that I like. If you can see this long green leaf, this is out of my garden. This is a very unusual type of Thai basil. It's not your typical Thai basil, but it tastes like the other Thai basil. It's almost like an anise flavor. A-N-I-S-E. Otherwise known to Americans as anise. But we call it anise in Italian and also in French cooking. Don't forget Vietnam was occupied by the French. So there's a lot of French influence in Vietnamese food. But it's usually all fresh, nothing canned. They make their food every single day, not like Americans go to Costco once a month and load up. Vietnamese don't do that. It's fresh food. So I'm going to cut this in half so you can see what it looks like. To me, I think I did an okay job. Like I said, it wasn't like great, but I think I can improve on this a lot, and I think I'm going to be working on this for the next, maybe not the next show, but at least my show for my family. Now, when you go to cut something like this, you don't cut it straight across like this with my big Mamu knife. This is a very sharp chef knife, the biggest they make. And listen to this. Can you hear this? That is the sound of a sharp knife. Dull knives don't have in that sharp noise at all. I sharpen my knives constantly because they're my tools and I need really good knives. I use German knives for the most part. I've got a couple of Japanese knives, but I like German knives because they hold an edge really well. And it's a complete piece of steel from tip to down at the heel, and they're all riveted. You can see these are heavy. If a knife feels heavy in your hand, it's a good knife because it was meant to be used for repetitive motion. So don't be like my mom and use those serrated steak knives she got with a free gas fill-up the last time she went to the gas station. I don't even know if they're doing that anymore, but that's what she would do. And these don't go in the dishwasher, please. If you put them in the dishwasher, I don't want to know about it. Don't tell me. La, 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 la. Don't tell me about it. So let's cut this open so you can see what I did to the inside. This is at an angle to give it more color and to give it better definition. Doesn't that look great? Now you can serve it with a peanut sauce, which is basically peanut butter and hoisin and a little bit of mirin or some fish sauce. I love to use fish sauce. That is something that you don't usually see in most kitchens. It's made from fermented fish heads. Yeah, I know the look on your face. I can see it through the camera. Fish heads? I'm not eating fish heads. You're giving me the same look that you gave me when I said anchovies. Both of them are really a pungent, almost undefinable way of tasting. It's a different place in your mouth that you taste it, and it adds that umami taste, which is you like it, but you don't know why. So fish sauce would be a good thing to dip it in. Or if you're that squeamish about the fish heads, okay, just buy, this is that sweet hot chili sauce that you can buy at any grocery store now. It used to be at Asian markets. You can buy it anywhere. Any grocery store sells it. So again, fresh rolls, fish, and your sweet hot chili sauce here, good stuff. Fast, easy, and perfect for a summer night for an appetizer, or if you learn to make them better than I do, you can make a load of them and serve them for dinner. I'm going to improve on my technique. I'm going to make you proud of me. I'm going to learn how to do these and wrap them so that they don't fall apart. I mean, that doesn't look really that great, does it? I mean, come on. So I'm going to get better at this so you can try them. We're going to try different cuisines, and we're going to try hacks. And like I said, hacks to me are taking a traditional recipe and making it easier and faster at home, using what you have available in your kitchen. Maybe you like pantry cooking. Pantry cooking is a big deal to me. It's kind of like nobody is going anywhere these days. You're cooking out of your closet. You're cooking out of your cupboard. You're making a lot of things out of canned beans, which is a great show coming up. I'm going to teach you how to do a million things with beans you never even knew about. But this you could make. This is not a big deal. Just buy the rice paper, and you can buy this. Even they sell this at the grocery store. I mean, the local grocer sells this, but Asian markets. And I tried both. I tried using the round ones here, and I tried the square ones. Well, for somebody like me, until I learn what I'm doing with these, I'm going to do the square ones because I found them a lot easier to roll. So the recipe will be at the end. Also, if you have questions, we have not a website, but we have an email address, mangiaventura@gmail.com, if I remember right. If I don't, it'll be changed on the show. But also ask me questions. And if you have ideas, you want me to make something, please let me know what you want. I can make just about anything. And I really love it. It's fun for me. This is fun for me. This isn't work. I mean, some of you are watching this going, oh, I got 15 minutes to kill some time. Let's go watch what Suze is doing. It's not that for me. It's me showing you what I love to do, and because I love to feed people. I'm Italian. That's what we do. We feed. Come back again, and our next shows, who knows, it may be one of yours. But send me emails and let me know. Meanwhile, subscribe to the show. I need you all to subscribe to the show. Subscribe. It's free. You don't have to do anything but just hit that little button that says subscribe. And then you can see all our shows. We're going to have a ton of shows. You're going to get tired of me, but you're not going to get tired of my food. So join us again. We'll see you at the next show. Thanks for joining us today.